Yo, welcome back to another update of my Canadian Dividend Investing Portfolio series. In this video, my account balance is sitting around $84,141. We're in the green for $141, which is awesome. If you've been following my videos, there was a point a few months ago or like last year, I was down like over $10,000, which was very disturbing. But it's come back up that full 10,000, so that's huge for me. This is why I just buy and hold and I don't panic sell. But basically, yeah, I've got about almost $3,000 in cash, which I'll get into in a minute. Since I started back in September 2020, I've received just over $9,000 in dividends. You can see here every month the total that I received, and each month I'm getting a lot of different payments from all these different companies, which you'll see in a second as well. The average yield of my portfolio is 4.98%, and so 4.98% of this stock value of the whole account is paying out about just over $4,000 per year. So this is totally passive, tax-free income because all of this is in my tax-free savings account in Canada, and I reinvest all of the dividends that I get each time I receive payments. I also make some deposits, and I just use the pool of money to buy more dividend paying stocks, getting the sort of dividend snowball effect or compounding interest. And you see as time goes on, my payments are increasing over month. There typically is one strong month followed by 2 weaker months. And here you can see in January 2024, I had an abnormally large month, which was great for me. The reason why it was so high was because some of the real estate companies that I hold paid out a little bit of special dividends, just higher than usual dividends for whatever reason that they felt like sharing some of that money. So awesome for me. I don't question it too much if someone's giving me extra money. But yeah, basically when you take 4,043 divided by 12 months, we're looking at about an average of $336 or $337. Again, it's not exactly that because it's going up and down, but that's the average, which I can kind of rely on for my planning if I was going to think about spending this money. But for now, I'm always reinvesting it. So when we look at my sectors, the biggest one at the moment is industrials. Real estate's pretty high, financial's pretty high. You can get an idea here. And if you want to take a look at the holdings pie chart and blow it up, you can see each of the holdings here. And we'll look at this in a table view here on another tab. So in the portfolio tab of the spreadsheet, and by the way, guys, if you're interested in trying out the spreadsheet, there is a link in the description below where you can try it out. Like a few hundred people are using it at the moment, and feedback is really good. If you are using the spreadsheet and you have any issues, my email is down here in the welcome tab, and you can send me an email and I'll help you through any of your issues that you have. Some people do, some people don't email me, and the people who do email me, we bounce back and forth all the time, and I send custom formulas and stuff like that and make sure that everything's working squeaky clean, because the spreadsheet works really well if everything is in order, and I'm pretty good at fixing any issues that you might encounter. So with that said, if you're having any issues, shoot me an email. Just give me like a few days usually to reply. I'll get back to you, but usually not right away. Okay, so in here we're looking at my portfolio. So this is all of the positions that I currently have in my portfolio, organized from the biggest winners down to the biggest losers. At the top here, ATD is just killing it. We're up 77% unrealized gain, and I even have a realized gain here. I actually sold some off back in the day, a year or two ago, for like a little bit of extra money. But yeah, they are just killing it. So is Waste Connections and Manulife Financial. I don't know where these guys came from. They just exploded recently. I know where they came from, but the gains, this is awesome to see. They're just really just going crazy. As we get down in here, of course, there are some stocks that I have an unrealized loss on, some pretty heavy, close to 50% losses, and actually pretty substantial amounts. If you look here, I did this earlier, I highlighted all of the unrealized losses that I have currently in my account, and the total, I'm not sure if this is in the video or not, down at the bottom, but it's like $16,000, just mind-blowing. And one way to think about this is if I never bought any of these, I wouldn't be down to 16,000, which is crazy. And maybe if I had put them all into the green ones, I would be doing very well, but I'm an amateur, I'm picking my own stocks. And this is kind of just what you have to deal with if you're going to do that. So this is why you shouldn't also just copy people on YouTube, because if you copy someone that makes a bunch of losses, then you're going to make some losses too. But one interesting thing that I do like to show people on the spreadsheet here is that, come on. Yeah, okay. Sorry, just fighting with the formatting there. Here we have the all-in performance. So this includes all of the dividends received. This includes any capital gains from selling, or capital losses as well from selling at a gain or loss. But this is cool to see because everything from here down that's in the red is a negative unrealized loss. But when I look at some of them, I have a positive all-in performance. For example, POW here, I'm in the red. I'm down 0.21%. But when we look over here, including all the dividends that I've received, I'm up 10.74%. So when I come into the sheet and I see all this red, it usually freaks me right out. But it's cool to come in here and say, well, actually, no, in this position, Fortis, I'm up 7% overall, including the dividends. This one, Savaria, I see I'm down 3%, but in reality, I'm up 3%. This one's even more extreme. RioCan, when I look at the value of the stocks alone, the unrealized loss is negative 11.62%, but I'm up almost 5%. So interesting to look at. You have to take this with a grain of salt depending on how you want to perceive your account and your individual holdings. But basically for me, the most important number is the total, because based on anything that I've done in this account, overall, have I made money? And right now, yes, barely, and that's pretty cool. And hopefully going forward, this will increase. Because I said in the last few months, the account has come up $10,000. Which has been nice. We can actually take a look at Wealthsimple and get a slightly different view. You can see here in the last 3 months, it's come up $5,500. And if we sort for all and try to find the biggest dip where my net deposits and my portfolio balance are the furthest apart, it was around here. So there was a point where I was like October 25th, I was looking at this and I thought, man, I've put in $82,000. And it's sitting at 71,000 of actual value, even after all the dividends and everything. It's a very disturbing thing to see. But since then, it has come up $11,000 basically, which is very promising to me. And that's the whole thing. So that includes the dividends that I've been receiving. That includes the price of all the stocks. That includes me buying or selling positions in or out, which I have done recently. That's actually why I have all this cash in here. So if we look at my transactions, what I actually did was I sold off my position in Cineplex. I was just tired of looking at them, so I sold them actually at a loss. That's the only time I've sold at a loss. But I moved it all into Bitfarms, reducing my average cost on them. And then I had just put in a limit sell order for Bitfarms, which just cleared a few days ago. And so I did sell them at a little bit of a profit. They have since increased higher than that, but I just wanted to ensure that I got a profit from those guys. But yeah, basically $2,000 was just popped into the account. So that's why I'm sitting on a bunch of cash right now, despite not actually depositing so much, because I'm only putting in about $200 or $400 a month at the moment, which is down quite a lot from what I was doing before. So anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show in this video, just saying that, yeah, my account is still here. Everything is good. In the last few months, actually, it has come up quite a lot, which is really promising. And yeah, if you're interested in trying out the spreadsheet, the link is in the description below. And if you're having any issues, shoot me an email. My email is in the welcome tab, and I will eventually get back to you. And otherwise, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully it won't take so long, because I think the last time I published a video was 2 months ago. But hopefully I can get back into once or twice a month, or even weekly. We'll see about that. I'm a little bit busy with some travels right now, so it's hard for me to find free time and also a quiet place to record the videos. All right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight, or this morning. I don't know what time it is. When you're going to watch this. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.